to Notes of Generosity 2. This is the second year we're getting our wonderful, amazing faculty from Devon School of Music to share their talents with all of you. And we're going to do a little housekeeping first. There's no water in this building, so if you need to use the restroom, you need to go to the low building, go in the front door to the left, and there's a restroom there, and the door will be open. If you need to leave, it's best to just leave in between a number. We're going to keep it pretty casual this evening. Please, if you have your cell phone on, either turn it off or put it to vibrate. And the faculty are sharing our gifts tonight to help us raise some funds for our Harmony Fund for financial aid. So any donations, of course, are greatly appreciated. We are going to start with a little warm-up. Billy, right here. Billy's going to take us to the floor. Billy is our faculty member in guitar, voice, and she does our community programming over at various senior centers and the Housing Authority. And she's built up wonderful communities wherever she goes, and she's going to create some community with us tonight.
Here's a round of applause for Notes of Generosity. Jody for bringing us all together. All right, I give us a simple rhythm. You do as I do. Try that. Nice. Keep that going. I'm gonna add a little something. A few more snaps. Do you like snapping? Go for it. There it is. Feel the
So in the language of flowers, Grape Hyacinth symbolizes rebirth and strength. This piece that we're going to share with you shares qualities with sweeping melodies and really soaring accompaniment. Hope you enjoy.
that kind of pitch control, that's superhuman, what you just did. Okay. I should think about the piece I'm supposed to play, but Eddie Van Halen was arguably the most influential electric guitar player of the 1980s. And there's many techniques that he developed that became the core of electric guitar technique because other people use them in their music. But there's just as many techniques and approaches to the electric guitar that Eddie pioneered. He recorded them, and then I've never heard anybody play these things since. This is a piece called Cathedral from Van Halen's 1982 Diver Down album. And Eddie did something. Jody was asking me about this yesterday. The whole key to it is the volume control on the guitar. I'm not going to pick any notes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer the notes on with my left hand and then swell them.
minus like a few accompanist gigs here and there, has all been as a classical singer. But considering that today fell on the same day as my church gig, as well as our spring concert, and all the rehearsals before that, I'm going to play you guys a piano piece. And I figured, you know, even though I've been focusing as being a singer, there's always been a few pieces that I just kind of play all the time, and I've always loved for as long as I've played piano. And I've always loved Debussy, I've always loved his music. So I figured, why not play that? And so I'm going to play one of my favorite pieces by Debussy, which is the first movement of Arabesque. So hope you enjoy.
DSM last September. Today we're going to perform the second movement of Beethoven number 7, Marchena. We would like to dedicate this piece to Jody's father and celebrate his legacy.
going to share with you tonight. Enjoy.
way back home. And then the second part is, oh river, I see you, feel you calling me. Oh river, where will I be when I reach the sea? No, actually, oh river, who will I be? Who will I be when I reach the sea? Did the lyrics say that? I don't know if we did that. We don't really need it, they're simple enough, but if they are. Okay, that's fine, great. I like it better when we're not looking down. So I'm gonna sing a part, and then I'm gonna invite us to join in. We did sort of I tuned the instrument of you all earlier in our opening, and now we're going to play the instrument together. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. That's the first part. I'll sing the second part. Finding my way. Finding my way, finding my way, finding my way, finding my way, finding my way back home. It's kind of like a bass part. If you already have it, sing it with me. I'll do it a few more times. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Second part. Finding my way, finding my way, finding my way, finding my way, finding my way. Finding my way back home. Again, let's sing together. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Back up. Finding my way, 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 finding my way back home. Nice. Just a question before we keep singing. Has anybody had an experience singing with more than your family singing Happy Birthday in the last month? Singing in a group? Raise your hand if you sung in a group. Not singing Happy Birthday in the last month. Isn't that crazy? We don't do this anymore. It's wild to me. How about any sort of singing Happy Birthday or singing in the shower in the last month? Who's their voice in the last month? Yeah, there's some shower singers in the audience. Okay, great. So we all have it, right? It's this thing that we all share. And I'm not classically trained, and I just feel like we all have the instrument side of us, and so our work is to use your voice. So thank you for joining me, even if you don't find yourself singing in groups very often. I'm going to sing the second part for us. Oh, river, I hear you, feel you calling me. Try that with me. Oh, river, I hear you, feel you calling me. Let's do that again. Oh, river. Oh, river, I hear you, feel you calling me. Second part goes like this. Oh, river, who will I be when I reach the sea? Try that. Oh, river, who will I be? Who will I be when I reach the sea? Let's do that. Who will I be again? Who will I be when I reach the sea? One more time. Who will I be? Who will I be when I reach the sea? And we're gonna raise it. Oh, river. I can't modulate on the spot. Oh no. Oh, river. I hear you, feel you calling me. Let's try it there. Here we go. Oh, river. Oh, river. Where? I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river. Oh, river. Who will I be? Who will I be when I reach the sea? One more time, that whole thing together. Oh, river. I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river. Who will I be? Who will I be when I reach the sea? All right, this side is going to keep that going, and we're going to start singing Finding My Way, okay? Oh, river, yeah. Oh, you got that, right? You got the words? Oh, river. What's coming next? I hear you, feel you calling me. Oh, river, who will I be? Who will I be when I reach the sea? Finding my way, say no. Finding my way, 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 finding
into music at Devon School of Music. Our faculty are who the school is, and you share your gifts with the students, and I really appreciate it. The students appreciate it, the families appreciate it. You can appreciate them when we go next door for a little refreshments afterwards. I do want to just do a quick announcement that we do have summer classes for people of all ages. We have a flyer out there. Check us out on our website. And I need a couple people to help us move the piano back. So if a few people can help us do that, thank you all for coming. And please go next door to the refreshments. There's coffee, there's tea, there's drinks, there's food.